the Melbourne teams, they'll bring them all here. That saves us a trip to Bendigo and Geelong, I guess. But yeah, like atmosphere-wise, crowd-wise, the energy, super great, and I really enjoyed like coaching this venue.
What's wrong with Country Victoria? That's crazy.
No, we're not going to
Don't put us to Traralgon.
Not going to Traralgon.
We're working on more.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I think like we can get to that level, to be completely honest with you, and putting games here is the start. Yeah, like Goz said, like let's make this the new norm, and I think we can. I think we can ride the momentum of women's basketball. The new ownership involved is doing everything in their power to do stuff like that. So today was a great way to kick off the season. 5,000 people were in the arena. The energy was fantastic, and yeah, the atmosphere was really good. And I would love to see more games played here and in front of big crowds. It'd be super fun.
I think we share the load. I think this is a group that there's not any one person that we rely on. Like probably in the past we've had to rely on Jade to do a lot at both ends of the floor for us, and the group that we've put together this year, that we can really share the load, and it's not just up to one person to have to score or defend at a high level. And that's what I really like about our group. On any one night we can go different ways and find mismatches that we like, but it's also the team. I really love turning up to practice and to games every day with this group. I think Nars has done a terrific job in the off-season, working on her body, getting in the gym, getting extra workouts in. She had a workout coach working her out, and so, you know, huge props to her for actually putting in the work, because sometimes it's not easy just doing it like on your own. But she's come back stronger, a better player, shooting the ball like better, and obviously she's got goals to get to the WNBA, and so we will help her keep developing like with those. But I think that she's just taken up another level and probably more comfortable with the people in the system from her first year with us last year.
I think you can see how much more confident she was playing today, and it obviously shows that hard work and ultimately paid off.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, that's what I said, is like she's worked a ton on her shot. You can tell physically she's stronger and better. And, you know, last year was kind of like her rookie season, like coming back to like us. And so getting used to the system, getting used to the style, and then being able to now put better players around her too gives her a little bit more space and freedom.
Yeah, I really like how you said, Goriss, that you had shared the minutes, scoring was shared, and the reflection of how young Jade, now you're in your third year of your contract with the Caps, and you've been there at the start, even when the Caps were really rebuilding, and it was, you know, there was some testing moments for you, but today coming up with a win with all that support around you, you've got to feel like a good sense of pride and satisfaction.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier, to be honest. Like, I mean, this started, like, we knew what we wanted to get back last year when we brought Goz back in. I think we started, you know, we only were a game outside of finals. And then he starts calling me in America. He's like, oh, Zatina's keen, Sarah Blitzar's is keen. I was like, sick! Like, how cool is this? And then you put together a team like that, you get Caddy on the phone, and then all of a sudden it comes together nicely. And like I said, I walked in week 3 of preseason, I thought, this is going to be a really special group. And when the siren rang tonight at the end of the 4th, and we'd won, it was just like, I just couldn't stop smiling, to be completely honest. I think like we have a really solid group this year. Like our potential is limitless, and yeah, I'm just excited to keep improving with this group, continue to represent the Caps. Looking forward to opening our campaign up next week at home. And yeah, it's going to be a fun season, and I can't wait to get to know the girls more on and off the court and see what we can do.
Jade, given the depth of the team now, you know you've taken a bit of a run off you, particularly from the last couple of years. How have you found that tonight it let you open up the game a bit?
Well, I played some defense tonight. Did you see that? I got a couple of steals. But no, in all seriousness, sometimes I would like try and you know, I might take a few possessions off last year because I've had to preserve myself potentially for like the 4th quarter or something like that. Whereas this year, like I can happily like call for a break, and Goz will sit me down, and if I like turn the ball over, like I can go and sit down on the bench, and I'm so confident in anyone that come and takes my position. So makes me happy too. You know, I would just listen to Goz this year, and he can just run the subs as he does. But we go so deep, and I think that's so wonderful. So when I can go on the court, I can give it my all, get my breath, get back on, and trust that anyone that comes into the game is going to fill that role and even do it better with the energy they bring.
Guys, how do you find the team chemistry coming together, particularly given it's the first real hit out in full competition?
Yeah, I've said to people, and it's true right from day one, is we just had a great feel, vibe, energy around the group, and nothing of it like was forced. It was just natural and organic that everyone just got along, everyone wanted to be together, and you feel the energy every day you come to practice. I think during pre-season, I think we've had 1.5 bad practices, just purely because of the level of people that we have, the character that we have, and they're all juiced up about practice because I think they can see what we can do in this league this season, and so it brings a lot of energy. But I think we've had it from like day one, because there's people that have got existing relationships that have played. You know, Jade's played with Sarah before, played with like Z, played with Izza, and all that group have like played in NBL 1 together in different stages, WNBL. Then you bring in Caddy that's played with like Z before, so there's chemistry there. And so I think that's just an organic thing that they celebrate each other's success. They like being around each other, and I think that shows like on the court.
For both of you, I mean, crowd was over 4,000 today, biggest season opener in WNBL history. What was the atmosphere like, and how awesome was it to see that many people come out on a Saturday afternoon?
Yeah, like I said, it was awesome. The atmosphere in the building was electric, and yeah, like we've both touched on, like let's make this the new norm. I think women's basketball, the WNBL is like thriving. I think on paper this might be one of the most talented years that I've ever played in. So every game you look at and you're like, oh, like there's no bad games in this competition this year. There's 8 really solid teams, and the fans should be really excited about that. So yeah, the atmosphere out there was unbelievable. Let's aim for 6,000. Let's aim for 7,000. There's so much potential within this league. It starts with us players putting on a great product and great performance, and I think we've got the players and the caliber of coaches in this league to do it. So we'll keep doing our part. The fans come fill up the seats, but it's going to be a fantastic year, and what a way to start it.
I think it started probably with the pre-season tournament, being able to get the new ownership of the new league really buying into putting this product out there for more eyes to see it, and playing in arenas like this that does. I think there's global eyes on the game in the WNBL because of the level of not only just Australian players that we have here, but like the imports and the level of eyes from the States, from Europe, that people are keeping an eye on what's happening in this league because of the growth, the new ownership, and where it's going to lead to. And I think we're still just touching the surface on where this can grow to, and I think it's exciting times, especially when we start a season opener like this in this kind of arena.
Goriss, you mentioned in the pre-season you're going for size and experience. Obviously, we've seen one big piece, but that was manifested today.
Yeah.
Was that the vision you had going into June?
I think like coming into recruiting this team, it was all about trying to get experience, because I think that's where we lacked last year. We had a young group and they took their lumps, but they tried their best, but it was like, I think we had 5 debutants. So definitely there was a case of trying to get experience, trying to get size, because I think we lacked size last year outside of like having Charlie Collier. And so that was kind of like our 2 most biggest like recruitment things, was getting size, getting experience. And I think we hit all of like those targets. But as I said, like it's not just about the basketball player to me, it's about the character of the people that we've got.
And Jade, obviously this week we saw a bit of a throwback photo between you and Sarah. Was there any emotions of actually getting to play together on the court and seeing that actually happen?
Yeah, I was just a fan that saw someone, absolutely shoot the lights out and couldn't miss a photo opportunity. So, no, to play with Sarah is unbelievable. I'm so excited that she's part of the Caps, and like God's touched on, such an unbelievable journey for like where she was, 18 months ago to now playing professional basketball again at this level. Like it's a huge credit to her, but yeah, to play with someone you kind of, you were idolizing one day, essentially. I hate telling her that, but it is really cool. And, we get announced last week as co-captains of the group, and it's like a full circle moment. So very special. Couldn't be more happier that Sarah is part of it, and looking forward to, building that chemistry with her more and more, and seeing what she can do as a Capital.
And last one, it speaks to the importance of being able to assess these professional athletes, and you've gone from a kid in country Victoria to an Olympic gym because of that experience you've had with Sarah. So how important is that for you, the club and the league, to continue to have those experiences with young girls?
Yeah, like I'm a really true believer in like you can't be what you can't see, and like I was just an under 14 T-Bird going along to that game and just absolutely stoked that there was a WNBL performance here in Traralgon, and you get to see, like, I think it was Adelaide Lightning versus Dandenong Rangers. You see superstars like Sarah Blitzarves, and then you fast track it. So I think the WNBL does a fantastic job. Like, I can speak for Canberra, but we're signing autographs for half an hour after games. Like, we feel, like, Canberra fans in Canberra feel like they're like our friends at the end of the day, because that's the connection we like to have with them. So it's so important. I'll continue to do what I can to inspire the next generation, as I know a lot of these girls in this league will. But yeah, true believer in you can't be what you can't see. And yeah, I was a little girl looking up to Sarah Blitzarves, and here we are. So very special.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.